Bhima, the mighty Pandava, took the lead and killed an elephant named Ashwatthama on the battlefield. He loudly declared, in the intense days of the Kurukshetra war, on the 15th day of battle, the time had come for the inevitable fall of Dronacharya, the renowned teacher and revered commander of the Kaurava army. Dronacharya, one of the greatest masters of archery and warfare, had taught both the Pandavas and Kauravas in their youth, and was widely respected by both sides. Yet his loyalty lay with the Kauravas, whom he was bound to serve as their military commander. Under Dronacharya's leadership, the Kaurava army inflicted great losses on the Pandavas. His skill on the battlefield was unparalleled, and he used powerful celestial weapons, making him nearly impossible to defeat. As the war dragged on, the Pandavas realized that as long as Dronacharya led the Kauravas, victory would remain out of reach. The turning point came on the 15th day. Krishna, the wise charioteer of Arjuna, knew that Dronacharya's only vulnerability was his attachment to his son, Ashwatthama. Krishna suggested a strategic plan to dishearten Dronacharya and weaken his resolve. He advised the Pandavas to spread false news that Ashwatthama, Dronacharya's beloved son, had been killed in battle. Yudhishthira, known for his unwavering commitment to truth, was initially reluctant to lie, even in the heat of war. However, Krishna reminded him of the many lives lost and the need for Dharma to prevail. Bhima, the mighty Pandava, took the lead and killed an elephant named Ashwatthama on the battlefield. He loudly declared, "Ashwatthama is dead!" His voice echoed through the battleground, reaching Dronacharya. Dronacharya, hearing Bhima's words, was devastated. Yet, he doubted the truth of this news, as Ashwatthama was a mighty warrior. He turned to Yudhishthira, believing that Yudhishthira, who was known for his truthfulness, would never lie. Krishna, knowing Yudhishthira's hesitation, advised him to say, "Ashwatthama is dead," and to murmur softly, "the elephant," making Dronacharya hear only the first part of the statement. Reluctantly, Yudhishthira followed Krishna's advice. He declared, "Ashwatthama is dead, the elephant." But the second part of his statement was so quiet that Dronacharya did not hear it. Trusting Yudhishthira's words, Dronacharya was overwhelmed with grief and lost his will to continue the battle. The thought of his son's death shattered his spirit, and he dropped his weapons, sitting down on his chariot in deep sorrow, withdrawing from the battle. At that moment, Dhrishtadyumna, the son of Drupada and commander of the Pandava forces, saw his opportunity. Dhrishtadyumna had long carried a personal vendetta against Dronacharya, as he was born to avenge his father, Drupada, whom Drona had defeated in battle years before. Seeing Dronacharya unarmed and vulnerable, Dhrishtadyumna rushed towards him, sword in hand. Ignoring Dronacharya's pleas and the warrior's code, Dhrishtadyumna struck Dronacharya with his sword, taking his life on the battlefield. Dronacharya, a teacher to both the Pandavas and the Kauravas, a man of extraordinary skill and wisdom, met his end in this tragic manner. As Dronacharya's soul departed his body, he entered a state of divine peace, free from the burdens of earthly attachments and wars. His death marked the beginning of the end for the Kaurava army, leaving the Kauravas without one of their most powerful warriors and demoralizing their forces. The Vad, killing, of Dronacharya remains one of the most complex and morally charged moments in the Mahabharata, symbolizing the difficult choices made during war, the tragedy of loyalty, and the cost of Dharma. His fall echoes the profound conflicts faced by each character in the Mahabharata, torn between personal attachments and their duty toward a greater cause.